Sitaram, Namaste. Dr. Raj, the Hindu from Trinidad. I want to speak to my Sanatanist brothers and sisters out there to give you a few little pointers of some of the things that we do, and we may not think that there's anything wrong with it. But sometimes we do things to attract bad karma. Remember, we don't have sin. Bad karma. Therefore, if you're doing these little things, take stock of yourself and try to change your ways. Let's deal with diet, the things that we consume. Now, in India, 80% of the population are Hindus, Sanatanists. But, there's a big but to that. Only 30% of the population, or 30+% of the population of India are strict vegetarians. So suffice it to say, if that is so, there are Hindus in India that consume meat, whether it be chicken, eggs, fish, meat from animals. They do consume meat. Now, the caste system allows you to do that. And, of course, it's mentioned in some of our Hindu texts. If you read between the lines, you'll understand it. So for those Hindus who do consume meat, be careful of the meat that you consume and the byproducts of that meat. For example, as a Hindu, one of our tenets as a Hindu is to stay away from beef. Do not consume beef. And it is one of the defining things about being a Hindu. So if you are a true Sanatanist and you want to follow the right way and you don't want to attract bad karma, stay away from the consumption of beef and beef byproducts. That's all. If you feel guilty about eating beef, then you need to stop. If you think twice about putting that in your mouth, no matter how it tastes, you should stop. Now, think about the sweet Lord Shiva and his mode of transportation, Nandi. Isn't that a bull? Should we be consuming that? No. But not only because of that reason, it is one of the things that defines us as being a Hindu, non-consumption of beef. So, let's keep the definition pure. But I'm not here to chastise anyone if they do eat beef and they're still a Hindu and they still do Hindu things and they still do all the rituals and whatnot. That's your choice. We all have choice in life. But be aware that the choice that you make may bring bad karma to you, and you may have to work it out in some way or the other, and that's a true Sanatanist belief system. Now, let's not get too much into that consumption of beef and other types of meat. Of course, you know you have to fast for certain things, and your pundit abstain. Your pundit will tell you when to abstain, what to do, all the different things, and they understand that because they do know we live in a modern society, a different society, and there are things that you need to do to cleanse yourself. But it makes no sense cleansing yourself of all these things and you still have a dirty mind. You're still angry with your neighbor, your brother, your sister, your family. No, that doesn't make sense. Cleanse your mind differently. But that brings me to another point. Many of us go to visit the temples, the mandirs. We go there for spiritual enlightenment. We go there for the vibration. We go there to feel good. And we break our practices as Sanatanist Hindu. Let me give you examples. Some of us might be wearing something that has the skin of an animal as part of the jewelry. Be aware of that. If you do, remove it before you go to the temple. The wallet in your pocket should never be made of any animal skin. I have synthetic material that my wallet is made for when I go to the temple, and that's my temple wallet. My belt is of synthetic material, a type of hard plastic that I wear around my waist. The shoes that I wear to go to the temple, which I'm leaving outside of the temple, has no animal byproduct, no animal parts that made my shoes. My slipper, whatever I'm wearing, it has to be something that is synthetic. The sole has to be synthetic. The covering of the foot part of it has to be synthetic. I make sure of this because I do not want to be tainting my own aura. I don't want to be tainting myself. And I don't want to taint anyone in the temple by having anything with an animal byproduct, anything made of animal skin, anything like that. So my simple way of doing, that's what part of devotion for me. My simple way of doing these things is to ensure that I remain a true Sanatanist. I hope this helps you. Jai Shri Ram.